Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going to talk about 6 money lessons that I've learned during quarantine. Now, before we begin, if you're new to the channel, my name is Dredd and I post personal finance and dividend investing videos. And currently I am documenting my journey in paying off my student loans. So if you're interested in seeing how everything unfolds or you just want to show your support, then definitely subscribe to the channel and just give this video a thumbs up because that helps this channel tremendously already. Now with that out of the way, let's begin. So in the Philippines, specifically here in Davao where I'm at right now, lockdowns actually started around March, and throughout that time and now I've had the opportunity to really talk with my mom, and we've had this awesome conversations about money, about opportunities that I can grab here in the Philippines and back in the US as well. And thank God we actually did that one because we've talked about a lot of different things. And because of that, I've come up with this 6 money lessons, and I just want to share them with you. So the first lesson that I've learned, and this is pretty much the most common one, is that we all need to be saving for the worst. So this is what everybody is calling creating an emergency fund or creating a rainy day fund. It's basically money that you save up for big emergencies like this pandemic or some big medical bill or whatever situation that you didn't exactly plan for. Now, the rule that everybody follows here is that you need to create at least 6 months worth of expenses for your emergency fund. Basically, if we do the math here, if you have let's just say $1,000 of expenses, then you multiply that by 6, then you end up with $6,000 in emergency funds. And the other rule is that you only ever use this money in case of emergencies, okay? You never use this one for your discretionary spending or whatnot. Only break this glass in case of emergencies. Now, this is one of the most common advice that people get from financial experts. It's, build your emergency fund, build your rainy day fund, or whatever you want to call it. And I've really thought about this because we did not expect COVID-19 to be this big. We don't know when this is going to end. The impact to the economy is so big that we really don't know what's in store for us in the future. For us, financially, we don't know if people are actually gonna get back to work anytime soon. So if you build your emergency fund right now, you're basically saving up for the worst. Who knows if this pandemic is actually gonna get worse and worse and worse. So it's better to actually start saving now. Now, the second lesson is to create multiple streams of income. So when my mom and I had our talk, we talked about a lot of different things. And one of them is obviously about creating more money. If you want to be financially free or financially independent, then definitely one of the things that you really need to think about is how to make money, right? And there's a lot of different ways to make money, but we were really talking about how to diversify your streams of income because you really cannot rely on just one stream of income. For example, if you were working a 9-to-5 job, then definitely if you were, for example, really hit by the pandemic, then your company might have been affected too, right? And then you could be considered, or you are at risk of being laid off. And that's just a probability, especially right now. A lot of people are, being laid off because of the effects of the pandemic towards the economy. And if you really think about it, if that's just your only stream of income, then you're going to have a hard time actually surviving. When COVID-19 hit the US, it didn't really affect much on my business. But then as time progressed, I saw the effect of the pandemic actually hit my clients as well. And since my clients were hit, I got hit as well. And I saw my income declined. And not only that, I saw the stock market took a hit. And since it took a hit, I saw my dividend income take a hit as well. So everything just went down and down and down. And that was a real eye-opener for me because one of the things that probably would be traumatic for you is if you see your money or your income actually go down to smaller and smaller amounts, and that's just really traumatic. And I really don't want that to happen to any of you. That situation made me realize that I wasn't really doing much as I can with the opportunities that I got from before the pandemic actually hit. I felt too comfortable with what I was doing and I wasn't really aiming for more anymore. But the truth is, when reality hits you, it hits you really, really, really hard. And because of that, I started to become more passionate about looking for different streams of income. And one of the things that I really found is actually starting my YouTube channel back up again. And I know it might be a long shot to actually get this back up to something that would actually generate profits or revenue for me, but still, it is a good chance and it's a more productive thing for me to do. So pretty much the lesson here is to diversify your income streams, research industries that would probably get hit by, different calamities, disasters, because the truth is when there are problems around us, there are opportunities as well. So make your due diligence and start looking for different streams of income. Now, the third lesson is to become self-reliant. Now, to me, this is a money lesson. Most people think about money as if it was just something that they work for and then have to use immediately. But for me, I hold a very different perspective about money. I think of it as a tool that can be used to set us free, become financially free. Because the truth is, when you have a comfortable amount of money, you can pretty much do anything you want. And how this ties to being self-reliant is how you are responsible with your money. When you are self-reliant, you start to act more conscious about your money and basically become more frugal. And if you really think about it, this is how minimalism actually starts. You start to understand that you can just live with a few things, and then you also become more reliant on your own skills than relying on help from the government, which to some extent, in my opinion, actually promotes laziness and codependence on another entity. So the lesson is to be self-reliant so you don't have to rely on other people for help in times of need. So now the fourth lesson is to improve your financial literacy. Now, we have an absurd amount of time right now, and I think that's one of the blessings that this quarantine actually gave us. Now, I'm not actually saying that you go and give up watching TikTok videos or scrolling through your Instagram or playing video games. All I'm actually really saying is that you add reading financial literacy articles, watching personal finance videos onto your list as well. If you have a book about personal finance, I'm not saying that you read the entire book in just like one sitting. Just read the first 2 chapters, and then after that, 2 or 3 days later, read the next 2 chapters. If you're on your phone a lot, which I think most of us are right now, then go ahead and look for different topics online about personal finance, saving, investing in the stock market, maybe even looking into real estate, mutual funds, index funds, exchange traded funds, all those other stuff, because this will actually help you learn more about the world of money. I'm pretty sure that at some point you're gonna get bored looking through TikTok with the same people doing the same challenges over and over again. It gets really boring. Now, I need to be honest though, I did have some slump around end of March towards April. All I really did was watch Netflix and play video games with the family, and I couldn't really focus on creating content at all. And it was really bad because I wasted quite a lot of time, but then it was a slump that I couldn't really get away from. It was hard. I feel like it was necessary at some point, just so that I can get back myself up again. So yeah, that slump, it made me realize that, okay, I've been wasting my time for too long. It's now time to go back to work. When I got out of that slump, I started looking back into the articles that I've saved, watched the videos that I've saved as well previously. And ever since then, I've just been constantly reading articles about personal finance, investing, and all that stuff. Now, the fifth lesson is consistency. Now, this is something that a lot of people actually struggle with as well. And I'm not gonna lie, I've struggled to consistently stay with my goals years before. I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that, get into this opportunity, buy that app or buy that software to make me more money, but I never really got anything out of them because I often strayed away from my path. I didn't focus on one goal at a time, so basically all my efforts and time that I spent on my previous goals were wasted. Everything that I list here will not actualize in your life if you do not put consistent effort on them. If you consistently save, you will obviously save more. If you consistently invest, then you will grow your assets more and faster. And if you consistently improve your financial knowledge, then you'll become a well-rounded person when it comes to your finances. Now, this is the sixth and final money lesson, and this is to live simply and spend wisely. Obviously, right now I'm still stuck here in the Philippines, and here in the Philippines, one of the biggest issues that actually came out during quarantine was this shutdown of a very, very big TV broadcasting network here, okay? And it's one of the oldest, one of the biggest, obviously, and it was shut down recently because of some things. And because of this shutdown, many of its employees, most notably the celebrities who were contracted to actually work there, are now without work. Now, I remember this one celebrity who actually complained that because of the shutdown, this person doesn't have any work anymore, thus could not feed their family. Yet if you actually look at this person's post or this person's lifestyle, this person had like a lot of cars and a lot of luxuries that they can, pretty much just sell. But I don't know what the reason was that this person kept on complaining. This person really was living the life. That actually became a lesson for me. While this is not the case for all celebrities, the point here is that we need to learn how to live simply and spend our money wisely. Now, there is nothing wrong with splurging your hard-earned money. You only just have to think whether or not the thing you're buying actually makes sense and will help you in the long term. Just as this shutdown proved, your work or your business does not live forever. So in order to shield yourself from experiencing that kind of trauma, then you just have to make sure that you're spending on the right things. I've come to realize that a lot of material things that I had before, like gadgets, clothes, even books, to be honest, like all those other things, accessories, shoes, they pretty much come out like almost every month. There's like something new. And to be honest, if you keep on trying to catch that trend, buy the new things all the time just to impress the friends that you have that you probably even don't like, it's going to become exhausting and it will exhaust the money in your wallet. So to conclude this video, I'm sharing this money lessons to you so that you can prepare financially, not just during disasters, but also during prosperity. I think times of prosperity are the best times to prepare for yourself because you have more opportunity to do so. We don't know when this pandemic is going to end, so it makes sense to start preparing right now if things don't go the way you planned it. Your future is undoubtedly going to be shaped by this crisis, but don't worry too much about that. I want you to think really hard right now about your next moves and then move on. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. I hope you stay safe. I hope you practice safety health protocols so that you can prevent yourself from getting infected and others as well. And if you have any questions below, comment them down. If you have money lessons that you've learned as well that you want to share, then share them down below because I want to learn from you as well. And guys, if you can do me a favor, please like this video, share this video to your friends, and also subscribe to their channel because that helps out a lot. Okay, please subscribe. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.